Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and we're going to look at some recent garage sale finds. Our town had our annual garage sale weekend, and typically what you'll find at garage sales is some pretty old stuff that people are clearing out their ways, and either their parents or past hobbyists, or just stuff that wound up getting accumulated in the attics. And what you see in front of me represents about $80 worth of purchases. Some of it very interesting stuff, some of it rather mundane. But I want to take you through those, and we'll take a look at which ones will be made into some videos. And if you have any questions about any of these, please let me know in the comment section. So before I get started, I want to take a moment to thank our first responders and essential personnel, everybody involved in keeping us safe during the pandemic, whether you're in healthcare, an EMT, a first aid squad, a fire and police and rescue, all of our hospital staffs, our medical workers, including those giving out the vaccines, as well as those in our supply chains and people like teachers and the like that are trying to keep our lives normal. Thank you for all it is that you do. Well, counting very quickly, I have about 15 rods. Some of them are the 8 or 9 foot surf rods. Some of those are more freshwater in design, and I have about, I don't know, it looks like 7 or 8 reels here. So let's just go through these rather quickly. I'm not going to try and disrupt this pile. They're all intertangled and wound up in fishing line and the like, which tends to happen that way. But here's what we got. So let's start with our early one. This one's going to make a child happy when I get around to it. This is a Shakespeare Easy Cast. It's our traditional bullet design little spin cast reel. It's working. It's on a nice little 5.5 foot stick, and maybe I'll take that apart. People ask why I don't do the spin casters. Well, quite honestly, they don't come into my shop, and for the price of a new spin caster, fixing or repairing an older one is sometimes tough, especially with lack of access to parts. Then I picked up 2 very old reels on pretty old rods. You can tell an old rod when it's wood handled, and you can tell it when they actually went to some kind of custom lathe kind of work on the back end of it to make it special. There's no name on this rod, but this is about a 4.5 foot rod, and attached to it in this case is the Penn 180. Yeah, it's the Penn 180. Doesn't have the original handle. This button has been replaced. The handle's probably original, but the knob has been upgraded to a wooden knob. And the 180 is a very nice reel, small format, probably meant for a lake or inshore fishing. Around here there is some greening, so I'm going to guess that this one was probably in one of our local estuaries, one of our bays that feeds the Atlantic Ocean. Nice little reel. The other one is on a paired rod. The rod is the same. Same in design and manufacture, but the handle is a little bit different for whatever reason. It is not the same taper on it, but it's not the same reel either. But I think that this probably was paired up, and father and son probably went fishing on it. The reel itself is an Ocean City reel. It's lost its little badge, but it's probably, well, same color and design here, so it's probably in the 900 series. This one I have, the gray one, is the 949. This is probably a different one because of the black siding and the like. Not sure if I've done one of these in a while, so we will. The reel, unfortunately, is junk, or the rod is junk. We have a broken ferrule here. There's really nothing you can do there. If you wanted to use the rod, you could mount the reel and then put a pipe clamp or a hose clamp onto that to hold it in, but it's not worth or even feasible to go ahead and take this whole reel seat off to repair that. Next up then we have a Penn reel. It's on half a pole. I don't know where the other half went. It's always a mystery when you get into these garage sales. Very old line, so you can assume this reel has been sitting around for quite some time now. This is the Penn 85. The Penn 85 is different from the Penn Delmar 285 in that the handle is different. The Delmar uses the handle from the 60, but other than that, it's pretty much the same reel. I've just recently completed doing about 40 of these for a local charter boat. So even though the reel is 40 or 50 years old, it's still out there fishing today, and parts are still available if you need them. So we'll be working on that one. This one is kind of fun. This is a little crappy reel. It's a silster. I've had a few silsters in lately. And this is just meant for pond fishing. This one's got a little bit of braid on it. It's hard to tell. I think it's working. Yeah, it's working. Maybe I'll take that apart and show you all what it's made of. A lot of freshwater reels and rods in here. Again, they all kind of got stacked together here. This is one that I kind of was looking at and looking for. This is a 302 in beautiful condition, and it's working, except that it's got the line tangled inside of it here. That's an easy fix, but overall it's a nice reel. The paint is in good condition. It's on a 8-foot pole, and I'm going to make sure that this one gets out there in the coming season. So the Mitchell 302s are one of my favorite reels in saltwater. Has a lot of fans out there, and I'm one of them. So the other one that came up, interestingly enough, is not the 302. This one is the Mitchell 386. And this is also on a saltwater pole, and this one is a bigger gear, bigger capacity, different bailing system here, but not one that's that much different, except for the click mechanism in the back here. And I actually had a request on how to service this bail, so maybe we'll go ahead and try and do the bail piece there. There's two more reels in here I wanted to show you. One of them is kind of caught my eye. It's on a very old kind of a split bamboo pole. It's hectagonal. I can't find the manufacturer on here at all, but it is in good condition. It is a two-piece pole, but this is the Ocean City Nile, and I haven't seen the Nile before. I'm going to go ahead and do some work and look at this one before I do a video on it, but I will be doing the video on it. It's a level line reel. It's got very old braid on it. It still is working and cranking away, which caught my attention. And interestingly enough, when this whole pile of reels was just, this was actually two separate purchases, but the majority of the smaller ones, when they were all together, this is the one that caught my attention there. And when I found that it was working, it was one of those that was worth investing in. And then the last one over here, I can't, again, this is just a mess because of all the tangled lines. It's kind of hard to see what this one is. It says Spin Mighty, and it says strength, but I don't know much about this one. It does have a weak bail here. There's a screw here or a nut that needs to be tightened. It also has a chipped spool. So for purchase perspectives, if you're interested in trying to make a collectible out of them, you wouldn't make a collectible out of this. The case is kind of tough. The broken spool takes away from the value. The bail wiring and the like, subpar, but it does work, right? It does work. And sometimes I just buy these reels. I call them tuition reels. I just want to find out about them. I want to learn what's inside them. And with the YouTube channel, I also want to present these to you so that you can learn a little bit about them. And then the rest of them are just empty rods that I guess, as I said, it was a garage sale clean out weekend. I have no doubt that a lot of these have just been sitting in a corner somewhere, and as soon as they start to tangle line and things like that, folks just kind of disregard them. They bundle them all together. They're not looking for much. They're looking to clean out space, and sometimes you can get a good deal. So all of these together came up around $80. I think I got my money's worth there. I also have a few candidates for our series. We'll do the Nile. We'll do this one. We'll do the 386 from a bail perspective, and maybe we'll do that Ocean City. I don't think I've done an Ocean City in a while, so maybe we'll do that Ocean City as well. So please stay tuned. If you'd like to see this, please subscribe. Hit the notifications button. That's when you'll see when I post these particular episodes, and you can choose whether you want to watch those or not. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. And if you've liked this video, please like it. So this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thanks again for watching.